fuck this shit up.
Welcome back. Sway reporting live here. We got the crew with us. Of course, as you can see, we're missing a couple people, but I'm gonna go down the line. We got Monty's World. How you doing? I'm gonna get to this guest right here first. I'm gonna save him for last. We got Mike here. You already know how he is. Sway reporting live, and then of course, first time on the show. If you're a fan of Sway reporting live and you've kept up with the Instagram, you've seen that I've been on other podcasts. My son Samuel, his podcast is called Fast Break Layup Podcast. Audio only, but he's definitely in the Twitterverse with the Twitter beef, and he's a Knicks fan. But please introduce yourself to the people, and where your allegiances lie. I know I just gave it away, but speak for yourself.
Yo, my name is Sam. I'm a Knicks fan. Like Sway said,
That doesn't even belong.
I'll be doing NBA podcasts, and I'm heavy on NBA Twitter, just interacting, getting Knicks fans' opinions and shit.
Of course, we'll put his handle down there for those that want to, interact in the Twitterverse. That's what I like to call it. But guys, NBA playoffs. Last time we were here, we had our mans Vano and Mari. Shout out to those guys. They couldn't be here, traveling and other things. But I'm not gonna get to that. But it's warm somewhere, right? That's an inside joke. But anyways, let's talk. Let's talk NBA playoffs, right? So the series, what series you guys want to start with? I want to start with Milwaukee Boston, one of the semifinals. I think I was by myself in picking Giannis. I don't know.
I said Celtics.
You said Celtics. What was your pick again?
I picked the Bucks.
What was yours?
I picked the Bucks in 7.
Okay,
Celtics
so
in 7.
some people were right, some people were wrong. Gentlemen, reactions to it. Sam, I'm gonna let you go first as a guest. What was your take on, just what you saw from that semifinal series?
I mean, I saw a Boston team that's been dominant defensively, and I just saw a Bucks team that just didn't have it. Giannis, he gave it his all, especially in that game 6. It was at home, 44, 20, and 6. But his supporting cast just didn't bring it for him. In that game 5, in that game 7, I just thought that Giannis himself didn't bring his absolute best. He had 25 and 20 and 9, but I just thought he could have brought
17
more.
at halftime, just to
Yeah, and after seeing that first half, I thought Giannis is about to go for a 40-piece again in a game 7, just like he did last year. But he just, I don't know if he was gassed or he just wasn't all the way focused, but he just didn't have it. And I think one of the main things that the Bucks have to address next year is just adding some more depth just in case they have another injury. Because
I didn't like the loss of PJ Tucker. I think this series shows it. That loss was, you can't let a guy walk after a championship like that and go to the guy that now is in the Eastern Conference Finals. But Mike, talk to me. I know how you are with Giannis, and you're not much of a big fan of Giannis. But remember, we also said he was stamped. We are all on record here saying he was. That's how true it is. He don't believe it. But at the end of the day, you see Giannis taking the L here. Was it more Boston, or was it just, as we know, Chris Middleton not being there?
I think it's both, but more so Boston. Because, like I said, I thought JC would check throughout the series.
Facts.
And he did what you're supposed to do when you check yourself out of the series. Do everything else. I feel like Boston played a complete series. They didn't do anything necessarily too bad. Even when they had bad games, they made sure the other team had a worse game, which is what you're supposed to do. And I feel like they stepped up. You gotta see what they got from Miami, though.
So Monty's World. Before we get to those Eastern Conference Finals, talk to me. What did you see in this series that you picked Celtics in 7? He's feeling really good over there, ladies and gentlemen. But talk to me. What is it? What do you think was the reason, for this loss? What did you feel like you were specifically right on when it comes to this series right here?
Well, thank you for acknowledging me on SwayReporting Live. First of all, I just want to say, a Knicks fan, oh man, I feel for you. I understand. That doesn't even go right. I would have respected you more if you said Nets, but it's all right.
That's
cool.
not really much respect either.
I would
in
have
my
respected
opinion.
it more.
they in the same place as us
I
right
would've
now.
respected
We all in Cancun last time I checked.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Everybody Cancun. But
Everyone
that's a
in
little
Cancun.
friendly
everyone in
vibe.
Cancun. Talk to me though,
Everyone
Monty's
Everyone
World.
in Cancun.
If I want to be honest, like I said, JT is that boy. I've been saying that since 2018. I feel like it's just about growth. It's just like Mike said. Jason Tatum didn't check himself out the game. Yes, his shot wasn't flowing in the first 2 games, and he did everything else essentially what a complete player is supposed to do. And then you have the other guys like Grant Williams hitting 7 threes. That's from running
I ain't never thought I'd see
fundamental.
that.
That's from running a fundamental offense and trusting and believing. Like if you notice, Jaylen Brown could get you 30 at any night.
Jaylen Brown.
But what
Can we
he's
get a
doing,
clap for him? I'm sorry. Can we get a little clap for him real
My
quick?
guy.
what he's doing, he's not averaging 28. I believe he's averaging like 19 to 23 points around that range. But it's when JT's out, and it's just moving the ball and playing defense. So, like I said Boston in 7. I didn't believe me, obviously, because Giannis. But it's just about team basketball, and that's something that you could.
Shout out Al Horford.
It's team basketball.
He on
Al
HGH,
Horford.
but
It's
don't speak on
team
that.
Talk to me.
basketball.
What did you say about Al
I
Horford?
said Al Horford's on the HGH, but we're not gonna speak on that right now.
We ain't. Listen, he gonna whatever. I ain't gonna witch nothing. But at the end of the day, when you go 7, like Grant Williams hit 7 threes, Jason Tatum hit 4 threes, Jaylen Brown hit 2 threes, Marcus Smart hit 2 threes.
That Pritchard dude had like 4 as well.
And he said, "I'm like that. I do this."
Really crossing dudes up. Word.
So it's like when you have that, it's like, come on. And like you said, with Milwaukee, who else is coming along for the ride?
Definitely ain't Drew.
But hot take. Trade Chris Middleton for a rebuild for Dame.
Wow. I'm not jacking that. Of course, Dame had his little talking. I feel like you want to say something about that. Talk to me. Sam.
I just don't know if Portland takes that because like they just like
I'll give you a bunch of players.
They just sold
And I have so many draft picks.
But there's no
Who?
rebuild with those players.
who the Bucks have a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah.
They don't actually because they gave them all in the
who?
Drew Holiday trade.
Yes, and that's after what year? 2023.
But after that, I think they did like some swaps with what you call it. It was
I checked
another
stats.
trade.
I checked the stats before I came on the show.
They did.
I'm telling you, I don't
Alright.
take hot takes for
Hey
no
guys,
reason.
if one of us is wrong, let us know in the comments. But let's one final take on that. I was on record saying that I felt like Giannis was the type of player that has now reached that level of superstardom where he can carry like a LeBron, like a Kobe, like a Jordan, in a sense where sometimes the guys around you play up to your level because you're at a certain level yourself. I don't want to put it on lack of help, but it's more so it's just he just didn't get it done. Because if he was more dominant like we've seen in the season, more dominant like we saw earlier in the series, it probably would have been a different story. But at the end of the day, Giannis, like we said before, he's kind of stamped. So we got to look at it. We got to look at him in a different light. We know his collection of parts were not there, but Boston was just they had the scheme.
It's on him.
It is on him, but it's not on him.
It's on him. You want to know why? Because this is real life facts. Analytics and all. Since we're in this era,
Talk to me.
when he won those games, you do realize that he had everyone in foul trouble. When JT has one foul for the whole game until the third quarter, Jaylen Brown has one foul to the third
Gotta
quarter.
apply that pressure.
Like what? You're not doing it. So it's like now in the fourth quarter when I'm expecting you to score 15 and bring us home, it's like damn, like I'm getting stopped, strap up. But watch out for that 3-ball though.
Third quarter, he was mad passive. I thought he was OD passive, and I was
But
just
I
like,
realized he had 9 assists. He was averaging 9 assists for the series.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Braun numbers.
yeah, I think it was like
He was
it was
tired.
partially gassed and like he
Yeah,
just
40-something minutes every
It
game.
was also like you have to do so much to get one bucket. Everyone knows you got to get this bucket.
And then
yeah,
he
they
plays
built-
defense.
They built that wall,
And he
around
plays
him, so-
defense. So a lot of energy. Not everybody's
I ain't
a two-way
excusing him,
player.
though, but, like-
that's true,
I
but
ain't excusing
not
him,
everyone's
but,
a two-way player.
Facts is facts.
Whoa.
Facts is facts. But let's go on to the other Eastern Conference series. Miami packs up 4PF Harden and Mr. Joel Embiid, Joel Troll Embiid. That's his Instagram handle. You know the vibes. They pack him up in 6. I had him in 5, gentlemen, but they wanted to make me look bad. So James Harden had a
I
little
had him in
30-point
6.
game and took a dub real quick.
Did I have him in 6?
I don't remember. I think
Run
you
the
had
film
you
back.
had. Yeah, you did have Miami. Yeah,
I
you
know
did.
I had Miami.
Yeah, I think we all did, but it was a matter of how many games.
I said 6.
Who believed,
Um,
someone believed in the Sixers. Who believed?
It was me. I believed in the fact that this is where James. This is
He
the
was
round.
on
Remember,
his boat.
Remember,
You on that boat by your damn
I was
self.
not. You gotta. Y'all gonna act like y'all didn't hear.
Run a
what I was
thumbnail.
talking. What I said
That's
was.
the guy-
1, 2, 3, 4,
Philly to
5.
win?
I did not choose Philly to win. I said Miami in 5. I'm saying that, remember, in the first round, I said they don't need James Harden for this round. They would need him for the second round. And come to find out, they did, but didn't show up. So let's talk about it. we talked about Samuel. I even talked about it on your podcast too. We talked about the changing of the rules, and how it affects certain players such as Damian Lillard. It did. At some point it was Steph Curry, but he got his act together, and James Harden was one of them. Is this a result? Is James Harden washed, injured, or just done, or not being able to take advantage of the NBA
4
skill
PF.
set? Who wants the floor first?
He is 4 PF.
I'll take the floor. As everyone knows, I'm the resident Harden slanderer.
Oh, yes, if y'all
Especially on
didn't
my
know.
We
timeline.
all are. We all
Oh,
are.
y'all all are.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I don't give Harden
Whoa,
slander.
wait a minute.
Don't say all, please.
Don't say oh.
Don't say oh.
Don't associate
Oh,
that.
I give Harden slander.
I've been doing this since BC. I've been doing this since high school.
I've been on video with this thing since 2018.
I've been doing this since high school days. Everybody knows me. I've been on his ass
I'm
since
King
then.
Slanderer. Let's go. What
But
you got?
what you call it? I'll say this. I don't think it's the foul rules, because we been got past that, and we seen him in a couple games in like the Toronto series. He got like 8-9 free throws. So free throws is not an issue for him.
Okay.
For him, I think he's out of shape. I mean, we heard all the talks about him coming into camp out of shape. We know his off-season activities. You know, he wasn't in the gym all that much. You
Someone
know,
platinum this summer.
he
In the
was
streets.
he was doing extracurriculars.
What's the street platinum?
But you know, I think it's like a compounding of the hamstring injury. I think he's been past that, but like him coming into shape, coming off the hamstring injury, didn't do him any favors, and I think that all just compounded into what we've seen this year. And if he continues to not take his body seriously, I think that this is going to be the Harden that we see for the foreseeable future.
Monty's bro, you shaking your head over there. Why you shaking your head?
Coming from the school of exercise science, a hamstring is a very delicate injury, and
Is where we going?
yes, I'm really going that way because I feel right now remember he played on the playoffs. I'm just saying, I'm not going to shut the door. He is top 5 shooting guards of all time. I'm not
Top 5.
top 5.
Top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Vano, he said top 5. Go
I
ahead.
said top 5.
Okay.
Top 5. If you just look at the numbers, top 5. I'm just saying, if you just look at the numbers. But what I'm saying is this: I just want to see one more season, see what he does, and then I have my opinion.
What?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
What?
But look though, this series is a series that screamed no James Harden, because at the end of the day we saw Embiid didn't come back to game 3, I believe it was, and they were already down 2-0
And Harden dropped 30
in game 4 to tie up the series. No, was it tied up the series ago?
It was game 4.
Yeah. So like it's iffy though, because guys like that, I don't think you don't lose a jump shot. His jump shot not falling. You don't lose your ability.
Why is this
to
a conversation right now?
It's a conversation because he
me-
went from averaging 30 to being somebody that we are not looking at as
His jump
a
shot
fake
to me
role.
wasn't all that efficient.
Hold on.
too.
Hold on.
I hear
Let's
he's a volume
hold
shooter.
on.
Volume shooter.
Statistically, we could look at this.
Statistically, he averages
In
30
terms
on
of the flow of how
44% shooting
James Harden
somewhere.
plays every season, going from the regular season into the playoffs. What has he done that's different? And let's really talk about this. Let's really be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he was on Brooklyn, when I was being like, yo, James Harden is not it right now because of the free throw changes, he was still averaging 24 and 11. But then the playoffs, you see, you have to say, like, the
What happened in the
switch he
playoffs?
has in the playoffs it's almost Ben Simmons like, because that doesn't
He
make
becomes
no sense. It makes
non-aggressive.
no sense.
He becomes
It
non-aggressive.
doesn't. It's not even about not aggressive. He can't play basketball. Do you see how he plays?
For me, I think
Nah.
it's lack of aggression with him. Because, like, if you pull up the stats of the fourth
And I'll be
quarter
honest, see,
each
look at
game this
See why he's not
series,
shaking his head? Because it's a pattern. You always see this in James Harden. James Harden has shown you nothing different since he came in the league. It's
So is he not
literally a
top 5 shooting
pattern.
guards all time?
Like, I trade stocks.
So is he not top 5 shooting guards all time?
for me, if you take into the postseason,
I think about
his
it.
all his
Give
downfalls.
give me 5. You already know the top 3. Who's the next 2?
We dead already know the top 3.
Like, it shouldn't even be a discussion.
That
Okay,
goes
yeah,
without saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike, Kobe, Wade. What are
Yeah,
we saying?
facts. Yeah, we not talking about
So
that.
what's the next 2?
You classifying AI as a shooting guard or as
He's
a
a
one?
point guard.
That boy
He's a
point.
He's a
Stop
point.
And if
playing.
you really want to
I
talk
mean,
about
mad people
AI,
consider him a shooting guard.
Well,
if you
I'm
really-
not one of those
if
guys,
you really want to talk
respectfully.
about AI, I could talk about numbers and then make his career look shameful. But continue.
Oof. That is kind of true.
If we really want to talk numbers, he had 3 good
Went to the
years.
finals.
Doesn't matter.
He went to the finals.
It doesn't matter.
He went to the finals.
So you're taking him over. You're taking him over James.
AI?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's because you're considering him a 2 guard for this discussion.
No.
All right,
That's
That's what
That's
he's
the
talking about,
discussion.
though.
I'm not thinking about shooting guards.
So again, you're gonna even if you put Clay, even if you put Clay at 4, who's 5?
Clay doesn't have numbers to give him all-time status, besides 2 categories. And we already
Okay,
know what they
cool.
are.
So who's 4 or 5?
Well, I mean, you know who's gonna show up when the chips is down, though.
Yeah,
Who's 4 or 5?
true.
Bro, when the chips is down, I'm taking Manu Ginobili over James Harden, bro.
That's also facts. That's also facts.
Bro,
I like
I
the
agree
take,
with
but I
that.
don't like the take.
I like
Bro,
it
when
a
the
lot.
chips is down, I seen Ginobili come through more than Harden.
In the
And
clutch.
tell me that's
in
a lie.
the playoff.
Tell me that's a lie, man.
I like that take, but I don't like the take.
Tell me
that
that's a
take
lie,
lot.
bro.
Because I mean, if we're talking about showing up,
Yo, come on. That's like saying Bill Embiid. Come on, what are you doing?
Bro, Ginobili is not from that far back. What are we talking about?
It's like you tell me like Bill Embiid. Like yes, Ginobili was a great role player. Like a great role player.
I'd take T-Mac over James Harden.
T-Mac is a 3. Stop it.
He's a
We're
3.
talking about 2s.
We're talking about 2.
T-Mac's a
Two.
2. T-Mac's a 2.
So
T-Mac is a 2.
He's a 2.
so
It
all
says shooting guard, small
So Braun is
forward.
1. So Braun is 1 now.
And Luka's a 4. Nah, we're not gonna go there.
Like, come on.
But-
I mean, T-Mac's classified as a 2.
give
though.
me-
If you look up
I
his
swear.
position, it says shooting guard.
Come on, he's a 3. Yo,
But it says shoot.
again, tell me
I mean, but regardless, that would mean James Harden's 5th if you want to put him there.
I guess.
again because if y'all
Alright,
gonna
think
tell me
about
that,
that.
it's the same slander for Chris Paul. But we gonna get to that.
We gonna leave that
Oh,
for closer to the end.
My slander is
See what I'm saying? You gotta get him stuck.
It's equal opportunity,
Nothing
man.
different.
But look,
If James Harden
let's-
getting it, Chris Paul getting it ×3, man. Come on.
It's
That's
not
a fact.
×3.
We gotta talk about it later. But let's finish out. Let's finish out this series.
×3 is crazy.
That's crazy.
Anything
crazy.
anything on the Miami side that you liked going in to this? I mean, just after watching the series, I just like how Miami looks as a
The
Pat
league
Riley
will
alert.
have to go on hiatus if Jimmy Butler get a ring this season. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he been putting on though. I gotta give him his
Yeah,
props
he's
for
getting
that.
30s now.
I'm
man.
not going. If that man gets a ring this year, it's over. Like
So
it's over.
so let's just go straight into it. Eastern Conference Finals, Boston, Miami. We'll do predictions. I don't know if you got a prediction, Samuel, but it's here.
I
On the
did one
spot.
on my show last
On the
night.
spot.
So on the spot with it, I'll start it off and we're gonna go down the line. I thought about this a lot. Definitely thought about this a lot. But I'm gonna go with them guys in Miami. Pat Riley alert in 6. Just for the simple fact that in the playoffs, I feel like Eric Spoelstra can do more with the lineups he can provide against Boston. Boston's scheme defensively will be hard for the shooters like the Max Strauss, the Tyler Heroes of the world to get open. I know it will be there, but Miami also plays defense. And like you like to say, Jason Tatum may shoot guys out the game. He has shown in these playoffs that he's more reluctant to pass the ball to guys like the Grant Williams of the world, but something tells me Miami in 6, Pat Riley alert, and Jimmy Butler's going back to the finals. Mike, talk to me.
I take Miami in 7.
Oh, going 7.
Yeah.
tough. I don't see the 7. I don't see these
Jimmy's
teams are
still
too
a little
good.
iffy.
These teams are too good to.
Jimmy's still a little iffy right now.
I'm gonna let you go.
He need an off game.
I haven't been wrong since. Yeah.
I mean, I was right in
owner-
a few series
like-
last round.
Nah, you was. You was.
I feel like Miami in 7.
Luka, but I'm
Listen,
I'm not gonna hold you. X Factor is Bam.
Yes, I agree. Samuel, talk to me.
If he eat
I-
barbecue chicken,
I
it's
got
over.
Celtics in 7. For me, it's like you said, the key factor is Bam, and Bam's been hella
Bam is-
iffy.
Yeah,
And Rob Will's coming back this series, and
I mean, he was a little iffy too.
Rob Will's been crazy
iffy too.
defensively
9 and
iffy
9.
too.
for.
Yeah, but if he can't stay on it, he just came back and then had to leave again. So he's banged up. So you can't really.
He is, but I feel like they
If
took
Bam
that time
get
to give him
midi
his
flow and
rest.
It's over.
But I feel like if he's on his shit, I feel like he's like a difference maker defensively for them. Because like I know they gave Marcus Smart Defensive Player of the Year, but like Rob Will, if he finishes out the rest of that year, I feel like he is like very close to getting that. Because I feel like he was the key factor in that Celtics
Nah,
defense.
Rob Will's not a better defensive player than Miles Turner, but I understand.
Nah, I'm saying like over Marcus Smart, I felt like Rob Will probably could have got Defensive Player of the Year over him on the Celtics. 'Cause I
Monty's
feel
World.
like-
Talk to me, Monty's World. We got 2 Miami. You said Miami in 7, Miami in 6 for me. We got a Celtics in 7.
Where Drake from?
The 6.
6.
That's
And,
crazy.
what's the first letter? The country he from?
The country that he's from?
Yeah. What's the first letter?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, C. I'm sorry.
Oh, C.
I'm
Yeah,
bugging.
yeah. I'm taking the Celtics in 6.
I'm bugging.
Not gonna lie to you. Celtics in 6. I just feel as if like Al Horford is just going. He gonna have some. You feel me? Some jollof rice. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like
We never stop with the jokes on SRL, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's just gonna have his way. And
For real?
you want to know why? Because if Jimmy Butler's scoring all the points, who's gonna come along with him? Kyle Lowry's out.
Kyle Lowry, yeah, he been out.
Kyle Lowry's out.
He's washed,
Tyler
too.
Hero won 6 Man of the
Wash
year.
is crazy.
He's
but
that's
Wash
crazy.
is crazy.
That's crazy.
Wash
I
is
say he's
crazy.
washed. He hasn't looked the
Wash
same
is
since
crazy.
Wash is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
This year is
That's
smack.
crazy.
You gotta chill.
But I feel like one. Actually, I'm gonna let you finish your thing. Finish your point.
I just feel as if like the coach for the Celtics is really off the pop of his tree, and he's really preaching the message of defense and making extra pass. And I think everyone on the team is playing as confident. Even when you were with the Spurs, Tim was gonna get his points, Parker was gonna get his points, but all the other guys are gonna take shots as confident because they're wide open. Pause. But yeah,
Word.
like that's just essentially what it is, and I think Jaylen Brown's gonna play Jimmy the entire series, and
I like that matchup a
and
lot.
JT is gonna have his way in pick and roll, and you gonna put PJ on.
I got
on
an X factor for you though, defensively
PJ's
and
different,
offensively.
Who?
And y'all should know this because I've been preaching this since like 2019.
Stop it!
Say it. You want to say the name for me?
Stop it! I'm gonna let you guys.
Victor Oladipo.
I'm
Victor
taking him
Oladipo.
under 14.
Crazy. In
Under
the series,
14.
That's crazy.
that's
14.
under 14 is really crazy.
Under 14 for tonight. Yeah.
Anyways, in a series like this, Victor Oladipo is gonna show people why he should be given another chance on a team to be his own. For the simple fact that he can play, it's looking like he can play any type of role. He's been a number 1 guy. He's been a number 2. Now he's like number 4. Granted, he's a number 4 that can play like a number 2, but this system that Eric Spoelstra got going on, it's like Victor can come in off the bench and really kill up the Celtics lineup on off the bench vibes. Like I really see that happening.
So
Either in Boston or in Miami.
I don't disagree with that take. I don't at all. But this is my thing. He has to do it.
He's done it though. This playoffs.
No,
He's done it.
No.
He's done it.
No.
Sixers is a different
Giving me 10 off the
I hear
bench every night is not doing it. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
I need 18 a night from you.
Why you don't think he get 18 a night?
I never say he can't. He hasn't produced yet. That's all
The
I'm
team
saying.
doesn't warrant it though.
You want to be good or you want to be great?
Granted,
You wanna be good or
but
you
if
wanna be
Jimmy
great?
Butler taking 20 shots, Tyler Hero taking 15, Bam taking like 10, he
You-
only could produce a
And
certain
that 10
amount.
could be the only thing
You
that you
wanna
really need
be
from him.
good,
At that
or
That's
you
what
wanna
I'm
be
saying
great?
though. Like you don't. He could get the 18, but he don't really need the 18.
All right.
The team is
Really
very
the
well
key
rounded.
right here, bro.
Bam is the key, but like I said,
If
Al
Bam
Horford-
get
Al
20
Horford-
and 15,
Al
first game,
Horford, I'm telling you, Al Horford is gonna have jollof rice.
nah, Al Horford,
Isn't this game 1 tonight, fellas?
Game 1 side.
Game 1 is tonight. We are recording on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? May 17th.
man.
The Eastern Conference Finals start tonight. So
Miami, bring it home.
we'll do one last prediction before we go to the West Side. Who do you think wins Game 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals?
I didn't take money line. I took I took Celtics. I took I took Miami plus 15.
That's crazy.
Word.
You, sir, do you have off the top who you think winning Game 1?
I got Miami winning game 1. I just think they take care of things at home.
Two Miami. They're in Miami. Or
Yeah.
everybody's
Plus
back
15
in Miami.
Plus, look.
I'll go against the grain. Celtics winning the first game.
Plus. Now the thing is, plus 15 mean Miami could win.
They
no
gotta
problem.
They got to win by
But
15
if
plus.
if they lose, they just can't lose by 15.
Oh,
So I win either way.
he's a FanDuel expert, guys. FanDuel, holla at us. Or respectfully.
Selling
Holla at
slips.
us.
15 a
Pat
pop.
McAfee, you'll go.
So let's real talk at Pat McAfee show you to go. Let's go to the Western Conference, ladies and gentlemen. Almost everybody's favorite conference. Let's start with the series we saw end a couple days ago. Luka Magic, Luka Legend, Game 7 in Phoenix. Smoked him by 40-something points. He had the same amount of points as Phoenix at halftime, 27. Ended with 35. Jalen Brunson, 24, 26. Spencer Dinwiddie, 30 off the bench. And the guard matchup, the guard tandem of Phoenix go like 1 or 2 for 11 or something like that. Was this probably the worst playoff game as a fan, as a you know, is this just the worst beatdown you've seen in a high pressure situation?
Suns fan, you probably trying to kill yourself. That's crazy. That's crazy. They gave up.
I don't even think they wanted to play that game.
They gave up.
Honestly, everybody, like I saw this on one of the sports shows. They was all saying it felt like they all saw the Luka videos from past playoffs and in elimination games and what he does, and they knew it was gonna happen. And then off of the first
He even try to play, bro.
off of the first 2 3-pointers he made, it just looked like, oh yeah, we gonna be here a while. Monty's World. What is it about, Luka? First of all, shout out my son Vano.
I was gonna play that. I was definitely gonna play that. He asked me to request that. I just want to play that for the audience. Just make sure.
And I told niggas Drew Holiday is an all-around better defender than Marcus Smart. I.e. last night.
I just want to play, Vano, we are here in this presence.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that one too. But Vano's favorite guy, he believes Vano. I said he believes Vano. Vano believes Luka is the best player in the world. He's been saying this for about a year and a half. Right. I've been saying he's crazy. I've been saying he barely cracked top 5. And, Vano's looking like a prophet these days. First it was Ja, top 5 point guards, and now it's Luka looking like somebody that's just taking the NBA by storm. Samuel, what is it about Luka, or what do you think about Luka getting the job done with Chris Paul? Was it more Luka magic, Luka legend? Was it more the Suns just not about that life?
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, Luka's probably one of the top playoff performers that we've seen ever.
What? Already?
I mean, you seen his numbers, bro?
Smoking crack.
Bro, you seen his numbers?
He's smoking crack.
He's
bro,
averaging the most playoff points.
Are you smoking crack?
You seen his points? Yeah. Have you seen his points in?
What?
Have you seen his playoff points per game? Have you seen his elimination points per game?
Number one all time.
38 points per game in elimination games. Come on now.
Stats right now.
He's 39 now.
39.9 in elimination games.
Yeah,
38 in the playoffs.
Give me
Period.
stats. Okay.
I mean, you gave me stats for the other argument we saying, so here did he not? Anyways,
and I mean,
that's a big
no offense to
win,
Dallas roster, they got a well-rounded roster, but it's like
that ain't none.
And look where he took them. I mean, all it took was a Porzingis trade, and then you take whatever's left of Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. You get Jalen Brunson on a little breakout, and here they are, Western Conference Finals.
Who Mike, Monty, which one wants to talk about this?
You want to go ahead?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Because I know you're a point. You like point guards, and I know CP3 was one of your.
CP, my guy.
He's your guy. That's what I'm saying. He's quiet because CP's his guy.
My God.
I go to I-95, have a steak and some wine.
It's bad because it's like
I ain't going to sleep early.
It is bad. You know what made it worse about? You know what's the worst part? Because when Phoenix was winning, it's bad because of CP3, and it's bad because it's like, yo, Phoenix won all those games. You're like, yo, bro, y'all really can't do anything unless this old man gets up and stops being old.
Oh man,
yo, bro,
you hurt.
Very hurt.
It's very sad.
I know you hurt seeing those last 5 games. His stats.
Oh, yo, bro.
Like what? Barely 5 or 9 points. You feel me?
I'm not gonna hold you.
Guy right
CP
my son does his homework. I told y'all my son does his homework.
Nah, the last 5 games, it was nasty from him.
He's like an average of 9 points.
And D-Book, too. D-Book was kind of bad those last 5 games.
His stuff gets swept under the radar, though. I don't know why.
It does, because you know why? The media always props up Chris Paul. He's the one that gets he's the one that gets the face of Phoenix. They gave him MVP votes last year.
Oh, yeah.
They gave him All-NBA.
Facts.
And then, I mean, you see what they did this year without him. I mean, he was out for like, 20, 25 games
still
season?
Still number 1 seed.
And they were still Gucci. So it's like...
Monty's World. Talk to me.
What's that? Whoop that trick.
Wrong series, my boy.
No, I feel you, but that's what Steph,
that's
what
Steph
said. Luka, see, this is the thing. Shout out to Luka. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns. We can't acknowledge the Mavericks without acknowledging, top, in my opinion, top 5 point guards of all time, Jason Kidd. His coaching, he somehow found a way to hide Luka and that system defensively, like legit hide, like he doesn't have to guard, like
because everybody going after Jalen Brunson.
You feel me? But it's like you're gonna get your points, but at the same time, it's just like he's found a way to do that. And secondly, it's just like, damn, like, damn. It's like damn, because it's just I ain't gonna. I watched this live. Like, you feel me? I watched this
we all,
live.
I think we all
like,
did for the most part.
like, you feel me? Like the scoop loops be a Shaq. You know, that's cool. Like, it's cool. But for you as a you 6'10", that's like some KD, and you got more points than Devin Booker, more assists than Chris Paul,
and more rebounds than DeAndre Ayton,
and more steals than Mika. Like,
who's been ducking a lot of smoke, DeAndre Ayton. Like, no one's had anything to say about him.
He wants to leave.
He does. I don't blame him though, because they don't really get him involved in the offense that much.
Come to
yes
LA.
and no.
Come to LA.
I would say yes
He
and
don't
no.
be showing up.
Come to LA.
Come to LA. That's crazy.
Come to LA.
Nobody wants to
go
come to
to
LA.
Miami.
I will say to your defense point,
CP,
after
go to Miami.
J-Kid challenged Luka, he
Go
did
to
end up,
Miami.
putting on defense a little bit.
Hold on. I feel what you're saying. Yo, don't jack my take from for
I
like
already
2
said
months
I
ago.
jacked that
Don't do that.
I already
Don't
told
do
you the
that.
day of I jacked
I
that
just want to
tape.
bring it up. I said this,
And I jacked it day
everyone,
of.
Everyone looked at me crazy.
Who's
You all
everyone?
crazy.
Who is everyone?
All right, you're right. You on an M couch, but I'm just saying.
It's on camera. Niggas can't tell me I'm
originate that point. Originate that point. It has a point of origin.
CP3 to Miami is disgusting.
It is.
In a bad way.
That's perfect.
But to your point, defensively, it's just.
He had to get challenged by his coach. Sometimes the greats, they need that little
But if I'm
nudge.
if you're picking somebody up at 95 feet and you're tiring him out, if he doesn't have a rest, he's playing defense. You're forcing him to play defense, and then on offense, it's just like the same thing with KD. You're pressuring him up, so it's like you got to do a million more moves. You can't really set the offense, and he's not young like he used to be. Like Chris Paul, I believe, is like 36 at this point.
37.
37.
He turned 37, and then that's when everything went downhill. That's on paper.
You feel me? It's just
That's
like
on paper.
you gotta do it. Like I said, shout out to Vano, shout out to
That's
the
like the
Mavs.
last bit of his chakra in last series.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, like.
Worried with the perfect game he had, right?
Bugged
He
out.
sold his soul for that last game.
Yo, bro,
Yeah,
nah,
he
sold
I
his
ain't
soul
know
for that
what was
last
going
game
on with that
against the
bit, bro.
Pelicans.
He
I
was
think that was
going
the last
crazy.
thing of Father Time. Father Time said, "Oh, you want to do that? All right, I gotta
He
take
said,
this.
nah. He woke up the next place.
Take this."
I will get back for you.
So cool. Let's go to the next series. Golden State versus Grizzlies. They pack them up in 6. This is another series that I called in 5, but they wanted to not give me my props, so they went 6 games. Golden
He's looking
State.
at me.
I mean, but look, granted, there's a lot of Ja support on this panel. I'm sorry you wasn't there.
I'm
for this.
on camera saying Golden State is winning. I
That
don't know
is
why people
facts.
looking
He
at me.
agreed with me.
I don't know why people looking at me.
But Vano, your man's Ja took a L. But of
Even
course,
before he got injured, he took that L.
Yeah, he was already down 2-1 or 3-1. Was it
2-1?
Yeah. So, but granted, the series changed with him. I'm not gonna really say too much on the series because I can't really harp this much of a what would I say? Criticism on Grizzlies. They fought hard. Dylan Brooks fought hard. Jaren Jackson needs to stop taking dumb shots late, in my opinion. But
I agree.
yeah, it's just Golden State just showed its powers that we all know that they've been there since about
They didn't
2016.
really do much, to be honest.
The Heat just won tonight.
What do you mean the Heat just won tonight? What's breaking news?
Marcus Smart and Al Horford are out.
Oh,
That's actually type big news. I knew
wow.
Smart was questionable. I
He's
didn't know
right.
about Al
Woj
Horford.
dropped the bomb.
What happened
He
with Horford.
He retweeted the bomb.
What happened
Health
to
and
them?
safety protocol. Al Horford.
Ooh.
That's tough. And Smart
the
suffered a foot
playoffs?
sprain in Game 7. That's tough.
Good thing I didn't take no spreads.
That's tough. Yeah, I heard it here first, y'all, but it's gonna drop tomorrow. But I'm letting y'all know. I'm just
Our live reaction to it.
live reactions to that.
We making money tonight.
Yeah, we all said Miami before we
Making
even.
money
Nah, I lied.
tonight.
I was the only one that picked the Celtics. I'm
You made it.
for this
You
one
made
game.
it.
It's alright though.
You
But
making money tonight.
But I'm not gonna stick too much to the Golden State series. It was experience against youth, and not all the time youth is as exuberant and can get the job done. Any other takes on that series, fellas?
Warriors gonna crunch some boys in 6. I said that.
I said this series, not the next one.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
mean,
I
yeah.
called
I
it.
thought Warriors played with
called
their
it
foot a
in
little
6.
bit in that series.
They did.
They were chilling.
Chilling.
Steph ain't do anything.
Bro, that game 5, they should have won that game, but like they came
I'm
out
in
so
agreement.
lackluster. They didn't take Grizzlies
didn't want my
serious
parlay.
at all.
You know the
Yeah.
Warriors do that. They do the marathon thing.
Yeah,
They don't be trying to sweep nobody.
They're kind of coasters. We know that.
But I feel like they'll take this series against Luka and them boys way more serious. 'Cause
Okay,
I think
so
they'll have more respect for
Let's
them.
go straight to it. Luka Magic, Luka Legend versus Stephen Curry, the 3-point king, and his co-star Klay Thompson with a young splash brother in Jordan Poole. This on paper, this looks lopsided, ladies and gentlemen. It kind of does look lopsided, but
Not really.
if we all watch basketball and we all understand, this series low key can go either way, in my opinion. I don't know if I want to stay on the Luka train. No cap. I don't know if I want to do that, but that boy Steph. And I just want to see the matchup of Draymond Green and Luka, because I feel like Luka can give it to anybody at this point in his career. He's hot. He has uber confidence. But Golden State, once again, experience. They've been here before. They've been in high pressure situations. Just can't Jordan Poole elevate and cancel out some of the magic that Luka does when he spreads the floor. Monty World, talk to me. These light-skinned dudes and they singing.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Warriors gonna crunch them boys in 6.
Crunch them in 6?
Crunch them in 6.
Back to the finals.
Back to the finals. You want to know why? Real simple. Draymond.
Word.
Draymond. Wow. Yeah, you get a lot of respect in this show, Draymond.
Nah, Draymond, because look, I'm saying like this, right? Draymond is going to carry up the ball. Luka's going to guard him, right? I'm going to put you in pick and rolls every time. I'm going to put you through a million pick and rolls. You're going to have to guard Steph and Clay. I'm
True.
sorry.
Yeah.
You're going to have to guard Steph and Clay.
That's the recipe.
Clay is going to guard Jalen Brunson. Good matchup. Feel me? I feel like Clay's going to win it, but whatever. You got Jordan Poole on rotation. The def lineup is crazy. Andrew Wiggins, you want to put him on?
Andrew Wiggins been iffy, but I respect his. I respect it.
Kevon Louis, like he's gonna be in there. Who you gonna put Bone Boy on? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we saying? Like,
is that easy?
Like, what? But what are we really doing? Like, if Luka does it, all right, cool. He's gonna get 40, whatever the case may be. The others have to arrive.
It's not about the 40. It's well, like you said, the others have to arrive. The assist total has to matter, in terms of not high numbers but timely assists.
And Draymond, look, listen, all he gotta do is like this. Yo, listen, you want to get points? He's not gonna. If he gets fouled out, then
I feel like that's a possibility though in this series.
Not get fouled out.
If he doesn't get fouled out, he's Gucci.
He'll get fouled out one game. You heard it here first.
Hey.
One game.
Yeah, it's gonna matter though. It's gonna matter. Samuel, talk to me. What's your pick in this series?
I got Golden State in 6 as well. I just feel like the key factor in this series is going to be Jordan Poole, as we all know. Not only offensively, but I feel like we saw like a little preview of what the Mavs like to do. They like the mismatch hunt. You saw they was fiending for that matchup for Chris Paul, so they could get Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, they even got DeAndre Ayton in some of those actions and made him look silly. So that's what they're gonna be doing to look for Jordan Poole in that matchup. I feel like they'll go after Steph. I mean, Steph's a more established defender now. I think we're going to recognize that.
Establishes.
Yeah, he's a way better defender than.
He's better than what he was. I wouldn't say established is the word. I would say.
Is he really better? I mean,
he
was always this way though, low key.
Nah.
Yeah. This is just the longest period he's been healthy.
Yes, he was like that because look at his still numbers. Look at his stats.
Last injury since like 09.
Look, this is my thing.
Major injury.
He can play defense. You average 2.3 steals or 1.7 steals. I'm sorry, you're playing defense.
I mean, we all know steals are a part of picking passing lanes, and
that's defense.
That's defense.
Yes, but when we talk defense, we think on ball defense, and that's what it's gonna.
And as an on ball defender, he's not bad. He's average.
Bad. I'm just saying
he's average,
which is good.
He's average.
The same thing.
There's a lot of dudes is not average.
Cannot play defense.
I believe the same thing that Luka and them did to CP, and Ayton put him on an island against certain guys. They will do that to Steph. What? That's been the recipe.
I think they'll go after Poole more and probably
I like that one.
Kevon Looney to a degree.
Okay.
And maybe even Wiggins, but like Wiggins has shown he can hold his own.
That's a bad idea.
Everybody who plays Steph that has a great ball handler that can create their own shot definitely always put Steph in pick and roll.
They'll definitely go after him a couple times.
It's been there since the Cavs did it. Once the Cavs did it to such a way, everybody else was like, oh yeah, this is your weakness.
But my thing is, this is my last statement for let y'all go. This is
we flowing right now.
So, but this is my thing. When it comes to the def lineup of the Warriors right now, like the new def lineup, who's guarding 1 through 5 for the Mavs? I just want to know, because at any point, someone cut that. You have Draymond at center, you have Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Steph.
Jason Kidd has a little small lineup too, that could stretch the floor.
I understand that.
They don't. But
who's
can they be
dominant?
guarded a little bit? Yeah, but they can definitely stretch the floor once they start hitting shots.
I get what you're saying. That's why we say Draymond can't fall out.
Yeah.
Him
and Wiggins are key.
So we got
Draymond giving me 8 rebounds tonight.
We got 2 Golden State and 6. Talk to me. Because that's a respect Luka guy.
He about to say Mavs and 6 or 7.
Wildin'. You wildin'. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I want to say Warriors in 5, but I'm gonna say 6 for logical reasons. I wouldn't be surprised if they get swept. In all honesty, but I'm gonna say 6 for just for mathematical reasons.
Just take the alternative spread instead of money line.
Part of me wants to pick Luka, guys.
I can't really.
I feel you.
Part of me wants to pick
I don't
Luka.
blame you. You got to give him his respect after that last series.
Part of me really wants to pick
But at the
Luka.
same time, I was like,
I bought my ticket for that boat. Though. I bought that ticket, but I returned.
Phoenix killed themselves.
I returned.
Phoenix
I'm really
committed
debating
suicide.
on live camera right now. Damn, it's hard. It's definitely hard. Wow. I'm gonna go. Official take. I'm gonna go with my brain.
No.
Golden State in 5.
Smart.
That's smart.
Golden State in 5,
Smart.
and the one game that Luka wins is gonna be in Golden State, and it's gonna be the first game.
I feel like it's gonna be. If it's not the first
It's
game,
gonna be the first. It's gonna be one of them in Golden State.
Yeah,
Luka
so-
rises to the occasion on the road, but like I said, I don't know how these guys, these other guys may not play as good in Golden State, but for some reason, guys, they lights out in Dallas. Like,
Bruh, home court for
like,
Dallas,
is-
bruh, is
I don't
on
think they've
steroids,
lost in Dallas
dog.
for like. Did they lose in that series? Last series? I don't
They-
think they lost at all at home.
Nope.
3 of their wins were definitely at home.
Yep.
So, and in the Utah series, they
They
was
lost
kinda,
the first game, and that's
and that
it.
was it. So,
can I just say something about that?
talk to
just
me.
real quick?
Talk to
First
me.
of all, you French barbecue chicken, don't you
I'm talking
ever,
about Rudy.
ever ever loving mine disrespect Shaq like that?
Oh yeah.
Ever?
He said he could guard Shaq. That
What?
shit is crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Please tell me you don't co-sign that.
I don't know.
Yo, that's not even
I
barbecue.
take alert.
That's not even barbecue chicken.
I gotta think about that.
That's buffalo sauce.
Bruh, come on. Do we got to pull up the film of what he did to like Dikembe and Hakeem in their best years?
Shout out to the
Say what he did to who?
word.
Dikembe and Hakeem in their best years.
What he did to who?
Dikembe was a defensive player of the year, bro.
What he did to Hakeem? What
Yeah.
did Hakeem do to him?
He did.
What did Hakeem
did.
do to him though?
In his prime.
Yeah.
And
Hakeem.
Hakeem got.
I know what he did.
got
Look,
two.
Shaq field goal percentage in them games.
I know.
I feel you.
It-
But what I feel
But like comparing those guys to Rudy, come on.
Yeah, facts. I'm
Hold
just saying,
on.
like,
hold on. Shout out to the families that were affected in the shooting in Buffalo.
Word. That was kind of abrupt. You couldn't wait to.
wow.
That was-
said-
it's
he
not a
said
laughing.
Buffalo.
It's not a laughing
He
matter,
said
but
Buffalo.
word like,
You
He
right.
said Buffalo.
like, damn. I know
Shout
we
out
all.
my son Malik.
Yeah, shout out all my
Really
Buffalo
with you,
heads.
bro.
I know that was real abrupt. We'll get back to the basketball talk,
But
but
yeah,
shout out
like-
everyone in Buffalo. That was real tragic.
Not
Hope
me and
everyone's
myself.
safe.
While we was looking at it, because we really had to look at Shaq's career. Like when Shaq play up against those prime interior defenders, Shaq be having some badass games.
Of course,
Tim
but, you know,
Duncan.
he be cooking niggas too.
He shot 26%.
Tim Duncan. Wake Forest barbecue chicken. David Robinson.
That's tough.
Old man.
David
Old
Robinson.
man.
David
That
Robinson.
was like his last 3 years in the league,
Yo,
gang.
listen, you the number one team in the West
I feel you.
with Tony and Manu. Barbecue chicken.
He was old and he got that score
Barbecue
title on that
chicken.
man, too. I'm just saying, like, I feel you.
Barbecue
But he
chicken.
got that score title on that man too. And he was old.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
we
Like,
seeing what these new niggas is doing to Rudy. I mean, just
yeah.
You got
But they don't. But Shaq don't play like
you
that.
got Westbrook.
Shaq is
that
like a
dunked
physical,
on you.
dominant force down
The guys
low.
who be killing Rudy don't be physical. They be everything
But
else.
like Rudy is not someone that's like physical himself, so it's like
you can't really see nobody man up with him. Everyone. No, they just if you what
Russell Westbrook nuts was in his face.
That's crazy.
is he a center?
That's crazy.
How you that
I know
never
what you're talking
happened?
about.
I don't
Shaq.
know off top how DeAndre Ayton played against him, but DeAndre Ayton played him pretty well. I feel,
Yeah, he's not a physical guy though.
and he's not a physical
That's
guy
what I'm
either.
saying.
So
He's
it's
not
like
physical.
So let's do one more discussion before we get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Pat Bev is in these streets on
He's
ESPN,
wildin'.
talking that fire, talking that sauce,
I like
ladies
Pat
and
Bev a
gentlemen.
lot. He wildin'.
Basically, I don't know. He's in these streets. He's deciding to take an ESPN tour and talking about things that he felt he needed to get off his chest. So, guys, he said a lot. I believe we've all seen it. He's talked about Chris Paul. He's talked about how James Harden deserves the max instead of not, everybody else on first take not jacking him, getting the max. Talked about how CP3 is not respected in these streets. The Suns team is looked at as soft. It goes on and on and on. He even talked about a conversation with Paul George about these Suns and how these ain't shit. So it's a great thing to see players talk like this. But what's your just immediate reactions?
I rule the world.
That's tough. I don't think he do though.
Listen, let me tell you something. He's on Black Air Force energy right now.
That's it. Always.
You feel me?
Always the word.
You feel me?
Always,
His Susanoo is activated right now.
Wow, you're really going Naruto. You might have an anime vibe soon.
We definitely do. We definitely do. But on some real, like, yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. He got a Akatsuki fucking tattoo. That's crazy.
For real. If you know, you know.
If you know.
But yeah,
That's
on some real, I just feel as if like, he's not talking about nobody pockets. He just said like, yo, he deserved the max. He not, you feel me? He said that LeBron's underappreciated. He said a lot of good things. I think the highlights is just like when he was asked about Chris Paul specifically. It was just like, yo, dog, like, if you want me to be honest with you, the Suns team is soft. We look at them like soft. Like, that's what the NBA feels like. That's what the players feel. He's a current player that plays for the team. Like, we look at him as soft. He's saying like, yo.
You agree James Harden deserved 3 MVPs?
Oh, well, he took one from LeBron, but that's a different discussion.
It's argumentative.
3.
It's argumentative.
Which years?
It's argumentative.
Which years are you speaking of right now? Tell me right now.
Right now?
You look besides 2018, I understand that. That's
He only has 2.
Who?
Harden got. You said Harden
has 1.
He has 1 MVP. Yeah, where'd you get 3 from?
No,
Bev
said he deserved 3 MVPs.
That's argumentative.
He said arguably. To be fair.
He said arguably. The year he averaged 36.
MVPs.
He didn't get that. Bad team. The year that he was number 1 in the West, averaging 29 and 11. It's argumentative. But like I said, he keeping it in stack. He's saying like I don't agree with saying like who you spoke to. That's airing out some, you feel me? That's
some dirty laundry.
But past that, he didn't say anything wrong.
P-Bev is on I'll smack everybody in here timing it.
But he wasn't wrong. Like,
yeah,
Chris Paul is like a cone. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
he was hunting for that boy.
He has moments. Ever since Steph dropped him and you feel me?
Been downhill in the career, in the image.
Defensively,
that drop was crazy.
And
it
like,
was.
You feel me?
Giving up 5 2-0 leads in his career.
And what he said about the Suns wasn't even that crazy too, because if you saw Ant Edwards' story on Instagram, he was saying like
these guys are suckers or whatever.
Yeah, and he said like dudes was talking to shit to them during the regular season, like, oh, y'all better make the playoffs and shit like that. So these niggas
are soft.
They was talking shit to everybody throughout the regular season. Remember that Clippers year when everybody was clowning the Clippers?
I'm sorry.
It's the same energy.
Look,
it's getting reciprocated all around the league.
Respectfully, like I'll pee you feel me, my dog Kobe, but on some real, like, you playing light skin, Devin Booker. You feel me? Like, you're not being legendary right now. You playing light skin.
They was ready to crown him after that finals appearance.
So if you playing light skin, you feel me? You know who's playing like playing like Kobe right now? JT. Package is crazy.
Jimmy Butler.
Hell no. Whoa.
Someone said Jimmy Butler playing like Kobe.
Nah, you wild out.
That's tough. I don't agree.
Whoa, that's a crazy.
He's a hot take kind of guy. Welcome to the show. He's hot take.
That's I feel you if you want to say point wise, but
look at the stat line. It's the exact same one.
I'm not saying nothing about
the film ain't the same though.
The film not the same. We're talking about film right now. We're talking about basketball. If I take a tape, it's just like what Jordan used to say. If you take a tape of Jordan and Kobe, they look identical. If you take a tape of Jason Tatum right now in the playoffs and Kobe Bryant in the 03 playoffs, it looks. I look at the film.
My son gave us 03. That's tough.
That's crazy.
03, yes. In his bag. Next. Carry on.
You calling yourself Perk? That's what you
Carry on.
Anyways, but I mean, Pat Bev, I don't know. Like going on, this is one thing that I do like about this type of fandom or like this type of energy. You get to see what the players are thinking. We never really get to see a player that currently plays talk.
Always know what he's thinking. That's why I love Pat Bev.
Yeah, we know what he's thinking because he lays it out on the court like a Draymond Green. Like they talk and we have these stories.
You can't get rid of him.
You can't.
Pat Bev just lined up his new
contract,
post retirement.
Oh, post retirement vibes.
Yeah, he got his post retirement
the next
gig already set up. That's what this was about.
I'm still not retiring for like a good 5 years.
You got to start somewhere though.
But what you call it? I liked what he said too. Like you said, we don't get to see like the candidness of the NBA, and like Dame Lillard. He went on Twitter and he was like basically like he was kind of upset. Him and Isaiah Thomas, they was upset because they were like, yo, he's airing out like the type of combos we have. But it's like I mean, we gonna get to know that type of shit anyways throughout, whether it's like books, podcasts, whatever it is when these dudes retire. So like getting it now, it don't mean
it just adds to the soap opera that is the NBA.
Look at the Jordan Look at the Jordan documentary.
The Jordan dog.
He said niggas is doing crap. I apologize. We gonna blur that out.
We trying to be PG on
We
the show.
trying to be PG. But, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, we still got that candidness. Like
they was doing
explicit drugs.
Explicit drugs. Like that's
I don't feel like
crazy.
we had to recap it either. We couldn't just edit all this out.
Nah, I'm just saying, but he aired it out.
Real
Oh
authentic.
my God!
You heard?
He aired it out. And, you know, Pat Bev didn't even say anything crazy going on in the locker room. He just said that, yo, dudes in the NBA, they don't see these guys as the media sees them. Like, we don't see them as the big bad wolf like
Ain't
y'all
nothing
do.
wrong with I just don't care, bro. What, bro? Okay, cool.
You just mad about Chris Paul.
I'm not mad about Chris Paul.
It's a vendetta.
I can see it in the vein in your
I'm not
forehead.
mad about Chris Paul. I'm not mad about Chris Paul. I'm mad.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm more mad about the only thing I'm really mad about in basketball is that my team has DeFrozen. That's it.
Oof. Oh, you a Bulls fan?
Yeah.
I've been clowning the Bulls all year.
You know what?
I'm not even gonna go there,
You know
ladies and
what?
gentlemen.
Worst plus minus all time.
He just lied
Worst
like his
plus
team not
minus all
Kawhi, but I'm asleep.
What it do, baby?
Kawhi is my team. Shout out my Cash App.
Yo,
shout out with that Cash App.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
nah, we call him Skip on the show. We can't get him
21
started,
cases.
you know what I'm saying?
They call me 21 cases.
Ace is 80.
You
But
hate Skip.
Ace- wow.
Shannon owes him 21 cases.
First of all,
You don't watch Undisputed like that no more.
For real.
Those my guys though, but
I love Unk. But
my guy,
we kind
but
of moved on.
we moved on to
I
different.
watch Pat
things.
McAfee, football guy.
Word. But on that note, thanks for tuning in, guys. SwayReporting Live. Please tune in to my boy Samuel Fast Break Layup podcast on all platforms, audio only. He got some. Follow him on Twitter. He's definitely got a. If you follow him on Twitter for real though, like it's dead a movie though. Like his shit be flicking though. Like word. The amount of comments, but it's a vibe. Basketball aura. We love to talk basketball. So that's what it's all about. Thank you guys for tuning in again. See y'all next time. See y'all in the finals, man.
Bread.